everybody. Okay, I'm hoping that this works. I'm hoping you can hear me. I've got my mic on, even though you can't see it because it's a dark shirt, but I've got my mic on. But I have my headphones on standby, just in case you guys can't hear me. So I'm waiting for people to jump on. Okay, looks like we got 5 people on so far. Hey guys, don't forget to thumbs up before you jump on. And the schedule is up, even though I put it up a little bit late. It is up for traveling back to the West Coast. Oh my gosh, I cannot spell. And you'll have to look at the October calendar to see it. Hey there. Hey. Looks like Tina and Wanda and Kim. I'm gonna put my glasses on because it's a little far for me to see. I don't want top chat, I want live chat. There we go. And Sharon and Fun Size Lady and I know I'm gonna mess this up, but Shanti, Carmela, I'm doing fine. G Virtual Office, Maria SR, happy Sunday to you. So this is the third Sunday of the month for those that are new to the family. And every third Sunday of the month I try and do a live Q&A. So to do Q&A for us is a little bit weird because I want you to do all caps for the questions. If you're just making a regular old generalized comment, don't put it in caps, please. I want my attention drawn to those questions because this is a Q&A and I'm trying to answer the actual questions. So let's go ahead. Make sure you put in emoji and caps. Okay, that's Q&A etiquette. So let me go back, see if I missed any. The go away person with the wrench is me. I don't know if some of you were not on Freaky Friday. That is me. So did I get my van fixed okay? What specific repair are you talking about? That is from Viking Van Man. What specific repair are you talking about? Because I'm driving my van currently on a daily basis, so I don't know exactly what it is you were talking about. And remember to put an emoji at the beginning. Heart emoji, a thumbs up emoji, a smiley face emoji, whatever. Because that helps to draw my attention as well. It looks like I might have to put some light on the subject. In a little bit here. I don't think I have any lights charged though. I just have the light from the outside. Viking Van Man, you're probably way behind in your videos, so just keep watching. You need to catch up with the current videos. Some people are saying they can't hear me. So I'm watching myself on the tablet. And I can hear myself very loud. So what I'm going to say is please go ahead and put headphones on if you're able to, because this is all I got. My volume is up all the way and my tablet is able to hear just fine. So some people can hear me and some people can't. Whatever device you're listening to me on, turn your volume up all the way for your media volume and maybe put some headphones on because this is all I got right now. Some people are saying they can hear me just fine. So some can hear me and some can't hear me, and I really can't determine how to do that. Um, Carson's World wants to know. Oh no, before that, Kim wants to know, how is the fruit challenge going? So, I'm still on the fruit challenge, so about 98% of what I eat on a daily basis is fruit. However, I have eaten sardines and crackers twice now. So, I'm not 100% on the fruit diet. Just because I'm sitting still, I'm not doing anything, I'm not going anywhere, I'm not expelling any energy. And I just kind of feel like I'm having these cravings. So, I just had sardines and crackers twice already. Um, Carson's World wants to know, Crystal, why did you delete your Freaky Friday? I missed it. So, Carson, you must be new to the family. Welcome to the family. Freaky Friday doesn't last. You either catch it live or you don't catch it at all. So, you have to be there live. You don't get to go back and watch Freaky Fridays. Hey, everybody. French Tea is saying goodbye. Goodbye, French Tea. She can't hear, I guess, so goodbye. Kim says you don't have much longer with the challenge. Well, I wasn't going to do the challenge for the whole month anyway because I knew that I was going to the lobster restaurant on the 8th. I also knew that I was going to a wedding reception on the 22nd. So it didn't make sense for me just to eat fruit there. So yeah, I just, I decided. I'm sorry that those are leaving that they can't hear me. I'm sorry, but it doesn't seem to be on my side because some people can hear me. I'm sorry. Um, So anyway, it's not on my end because some people can hear me just fine. Maybe log out and log back in. That's all I can say. Try logging out and logging back in. So anyway, I knew that I wasn't going to be on the fruit challenge the whole month anyway. I knew I had days that I would definitely, not be on the challenge. And that's fine. I knew I wasn't going to do it for the whole month. It's perfectly fine. Last year when I did it, I did 27 days. So of a 30-day month. So, I did pretty good. What am I eating for dinner? I have a big old cantaloupe here that's probably going to be dinner after the video. So I have a big cantaloupe and I still have some apples and I still have some couple of tangerines left. So I'll probably just cut up the cantaloupe and use the little apple core thing. You know that thing you put down on the apple and it cores it and it slices it at the same time? I have one of those. I'm probably going to do that with the apples and then just peel the tangerines and just have apple tangerine cantaloupe salad. Um, Elvira wants to know, how long will you be on the fruit thing? And you wrote the word emoji. That's too funny, girl. You're supposed to put an emoji, not the word emoji. It's a month-long challenge. If you go back to the video that says fruit challenge started or something like that, it has the link to the challenge and he does it like every other month or so. So you can definitely join it in another month or two. Viking, wait, seventh son. Remember, emoji and then all caps. Seventh son wants to know, what's your next event on the West Coast? Go to my calendar. My very first thing I think is in Vegas at the end of October. So look at the October calendar for my stops that I'm going to be hitting. The very first stop is West Virginia at Ranson, West Virginia. Thank you, Miss M. The calendar link is there. Click on it and then save it and then come back so you can look at it later. It's October. You need to check for October. October 5th, I will be in Ranson, West Virginia at the casino. Somebody else asked a question. There you go. Banking Van Man. Have you ever thought of getting a pet to travel with you? If I had more income coming in on a regular basis, I would get a dog because I would love to have an animal to travel with me. Although I probably should change that. I would probably get a cat because cats can deal with heat better than dogs can. So I'd probably get a cat instead. Then I don't have to worry about walking it because I could just put a little litter box somewhere in here. Crystal Smith wants to know, no, we are not. What happens there stays there. As a matter of fact, you notice that you cannot find that video, so no, we're not continuing. This is the regular monthly Q&A. Hello, Diane. Don't forget to do the thumbs up for me, guys. Remember to put an emoji and then put your question. Put some little emoji, doesn't matter what kind, but do some kind of an emoji symbol and then your question. In all caps. Thanks for the reminding of the thumbs up, Miss Wanda. Crystal says, no, I meant like every month. For right now, I said on Friday that it would be continued through December, and I definitely wouldn't be doing it in January. So I'm going to revisit in January what I'm going to do as far as the Friday, the second Friday of the month videos. So it'll be, thank you so much for posting that, Victoria. The next one is October 12th. Thanks for posting that. Yes, the next thing we have going on is after this video, which is a live video, the next live video we have is the podcast, which is book club form, podcast form. Please go, please go and listen to the podcast, which is a book being read to you by LeVar Burton, which is only like an hour. Please go to the website. Here's the website. This is what it looks like. It looks like my business card, crystalbanner.com. And you click on the three little lines, click on book club. So hold on. You get a list of things. It says home, about, calendar, blog, book club, shop, podcasts, and interviews. I have been interviewed a few times. If you want to learn more about me and my journey, you can go to the interviews. There's a couple of articles. So here's the book club. September 28th, LeVar Burton reading a book by Ken. It's a really good book. Listen to the book. It's like an hour. Hey, Brother Tom, I'm on a live. How are you?
Oh, you on the live?
I am. It's our monthly Q&A.
Oh, all right. Well.
They probably can't hear you, but
oh, okay, that works.
Some people are saying that my mic is not very loud.
Hey, y'all, can y'all hear me now?
Please don't scream. Please don't. Please don't scream. Did y'all hear him? He's just screaming.
All right.
Maggie Smith says, oh, hey, Mags. Logging off because she doesn't feel well. So if I log up, it's visible. Okay, well, I'm sorry, Maggie, that you don't feel well. Did you change your profile picture, Maggie? Oh, some of them did hear you. Anywho. All right, don't forget your emoji and your caps for your questions, please. He just walked away. He just yelled that and walked away, so. They heard you. Yes, they did. All right, those that have to leave, I appreciate you logging on and giving me a thumbs up real quick. I appreciate your time. You got a request for you to come back. Yeah, if you guys, Seventh Son Productions, who is leaving, Lord, Seventh Son Production, he wanted to interview me on the West Coast, but we never were able to get it together. So go to his page, because I think he has he's got a series on not nomads, but relationships, or what it takes to maintain a relationship. I think that's what it is. And if I'm wrong, he's still on. Go ahead and correct me if I'm wrong. But I watched a couple of his videos. They're pretty interesting videos. Hi, Breeze. North Carolina, you have power and you're safe from Florence. We got nothing here in Maryland and Northern Virginia. Nothing. Not even any rain. We got no rain. Oh, okay, Maggie. Well, I hope you feel better, Maggie. I understand if you have to log off. What did you do with your box? Trinity wants to know. What box, sweetie? You're gonna have to give me more details than just box. There are a lot of boxes in the van. I don't know which box you're talking about. Be a little bit more specific. Bye, Miss. Oh, Miss Emma's being right back. Okay. Deidre says, Crystal, we will get rain on Monday and Tuesday from Flo. Oh, okay. Oh, the craft one that I made on Instagram. So thank you for letting me know you follow me on Instagram because I only have like 1,000 people on Instagram. That's it, like a little over 1,000. Yes. So for those who follow me on Instagram, you know that I did that little box that ended up being way too big. I let Miss T have it, so she has the box. It was like, what am I putting in that thing? I'm not putting anything in this thing. I don't need any more stuff in this van. So I just gave it to her. I don't know. She probably threw it away. It's fine. I don't care. It's no big deal. We were just doing it for fun. She basically called me up and I was talking. I think I called her about something, and she basically was like, I need a play date. Let's craft together. So it was like a adult girls play date. It's all good. Oh, that it's not even a glue gun because I love hot glue guns, but it was this weird tape glue. God, it was annoying as all get out. Yeah, it was annoying. I forgot I did put that in a video too. You did get to see a snippet of that. Anyway, it was fun. It was fun making it, and it was just fun hanging out with her and Miss V. I had more fun hanging with them than anything. So it was no big deal about whether or not the box turned out right to me. It was more about having girl time and chatting with them. Caravan life. Well, hello to you too. So a lot of people are saying that some people have no power and there's flooding. I know I heard about flooding. The most people that I interact with on social media, a lot of people were saying their power was flickering, but nobody had completely lost power, and it was just sporadic throughout the areas. And I think South Carolina probably had it the worst. I know up here there was signage on the highway that said do not travel 95 to North Carolina because it was closed. So I-95 from Maryland area and Virginia area down to North Carolina, they were like, don't travel it, it's closed. So I know they got hit too. So, but we got nothing here, and somebody just said they were supposed to get some rain, and that's fine. Pamela, hey Crystal, I really enjoy watching your Columbus, Georgia. Are you ever getting ready to hit the road myself? I've been helpful in many ways. Awesome, thank you. For those folks in Georgia, I will be in Georgia on the 22nd. I'm kind of busy on the 22nd, but if you are in the area on the 29th and the 30th of September and you're going to the Tiny House event in Decatur, Georgia, I will be there. Hit me up in an email and let me know what day you're coming and around what time you plan to be there, and you can meet me at the Tiny House Festival in Decatur, I think it's Decatur, Georgia. You'll definitely have to Google it to get the link. I don't have a link. Just go Google Tiny House Festival in Decatur, Georgia, September 29th. It should pop up. Actually, it's there Friday the 28th through Sunday the 30th. But I'm going to be there Saturday and Sunday most likely. Most likely. I might only be there Saturday. So let me just rephrase that. I'm going to be there on the 29th because I might not be there Sunday. I got a question here. Let me go back. Maggie Smith wants to know, what was the one thing you wish you knew when starting your channel? I wish I knew that I could monetize. I did not monetize my channel for almost 2 years. Almost 2 years, like a year and a half of having my channel. It was only because subscribers kept saying you need to monetize your videos that I start checking into monetization. I had no idea you could make money on YouTube. So that's probably the one thing. The other thing is I wish I had learned about the app Power Director that I use to edit my videos. I wish I had learned about that and making my thumbnails better. I do keep saying I'm going to sit down and go back to some of those old videos and change those thumbnails, but I really don't want to because it's a lot of work. I have well over 500 videos on my channel. I'm not going back to some of those old ones. That would be like 350, 400 videos I'd have to do. I'm not doing it. Maybe one day, but not anytime soon. Thank you, P. Sean, for the reminder. Someone asked a question, but they didn't put it in all caps. It says, have you thought about getting a hot plate to cook with? No, I have a 1-burner propane stove, as someone has told you. Thank you, Miss Victoria. FYI, while we're live and she's on here, Victoria has been my guardian angel all summer long. Okay? I just want to give shout out to her, and she's probably embarrassed. But I want an emoji hand clap from every 109 of y'all that are on right now, even if you've said nothing else this whole time. I want an emoji hand clap from everybody for Miss Victoria, because she has been sending me so many cute little gifts and things all freaking summer long. Like, she has been my little guardian angel. Every time I talk about something on the video, she's like, I got that. I'm going to send it to you. She sent me a faucet. It's not currently working right now because I've got to get a piece from the hardware store to connect the faucet to the pump to make it come out of the pump. But I have it on. It looks really pretty. She sent me this pillow I currently have on my back, because remember I was talking about my pillow was sucked. She sent me this a buckwheat pillow, and not only did she send me the buckwheat pillow, she sent me a little baggie with extra buckwheats if I wanted to make it firmer. She sent me some just little cute things, little things that you just things, you know what I'm saying? Things I wouldn't have thought about. You know, oh, here's some handkerchiefs, here's some little things, here's some little bags you can put your shoes in if you want to put your shoes in. Granted, I only have 3 pair of shoes, but still, she just thought of me in so many little ways. I want to show you this one thing she gave me that she'd been wanting to give me for a while, but she sent something extra with it. Okay, hold on. So you guys know that I burn my sage on occasionally. And she sent me this beautiful, I think it's called an abalone shell or abalone shell to burn the sage in. Isn't that beautiful? Freaking beautiful. So I did burn some sage last night. So you can just sit your sage stick inside it and burn your sage. Not only did she send me this, but she sent me a stand for it that's beautifully made out of wood. And I think it's made, according to her note, I believe, out of one piece of wood. And whoever carved this out of one piece, abalone. Thank you, Victoria. Just beautiful, right? Beautiful. So she has just been my little, so I have this sitting over by the, on the sink stand area where the cooktop goes. I just have it sitting there. So last night I was burning sage. I love to burn sage. It calms me down. It relaxes me. It even helps me sleep a little. It's really weird. It has this really kind of a musky smell. I love it. It's way better to me than incense. But I do like incense too, but I think the sage is better. Plus, I think it has some medicinal properties to it in my mind. So anyway, just that shout out to Miss Victoria. Thank you so much for taking good care of me. Thank you for reaching out to me. We met in person in Mississippi, right? It was Mississippi. Correct me if I'm wrong, Victoria. But we met in person at the meetup in Mississippi. We went to a museum, and we saw the museum and stuff, and just hung out. Yes, Jackson, Mississippi. Anyway, she's a great person. She's a beautiful person. Love her so much. Thank you so much, Miss Victoria. Thank you for all the emoji hand claps for her, but she's so awesome. Anyway, back to the Q&A. I love you, Victoria. So remember, emoji, some emoji, and then your caps, your questions in all caps. Sorry about that. Thank you so much. Viking Fan Man says, do you use a fridge or a cooler? Neither. Let me turn some light on over there, and I will show you my pantry area. The van is a little bit junky today. I've done nothing all day. Actually, I'll take that back. I'm gonna show you what I did today. It's not a whole lot, but I did accomplish one task today. One measly task I accomplished today. But hold on, let me turn some light on. and I'm gonna show you the one thing I accomplished today, and then I'm gonna show you my pantry. But first, let's put some light on the subject. Light, let there be light. Okay, so this is the thing that I accomplished. It's right across from me, so I'm going to show it to you. It's in my doorway. So let me turn the camera around. Hopefully it comes off. Okay. You see how there's a red haze right here? It's really weird. That is a red curtain that I had left over. Piece of red curtain that I had left over from the bookshelf that I put the curtains on that I cut off. And if you look, I had to sew the two pieces together. So right down there is where they're sewn together right here. So I pretty much made me a screen out of the mesh sheer red curtain that I had left over. So there's a screen until I can get the actual screen mesh that you're supposed to put on the doorway. So anyway, that was one thing. And I looked and looked and looked and looked and looked and looked forever for my stinking whatchamacallit, thread, because I had bought some thread a while back. Could not find a thread. You know, every van has a black hole. Yeah. Well, all right, let me show you the pantry. And I already had that curtain. It was cut. I'll show you the curtain over here too. I'll show you the curtain. Because I cut the ends off of two panels of curtains, and then I sewed the other two ends together to make that. All right, let me show you the pantry. All right, so this is my pantry. It's really weird because I have all kinds of wires plugged into my inverter. Everybody always thinks this is a CB. This is not a CB radio. This is my, what do you call it, inverter thing. So my pantry, if you saw on the van build, not the van build, but the van tour, are these canvas, this is a wood rack with these dowel arms, 4 of them, and they have these, it has a canvas bag on all 4. That's my pantry for the most part, and it goes all the way to the floor. And I don't have enough light over here to show you, but I'm gonna move this one light to show you. There you go. So see, I have 4 of these canvas things that go all the way to the floor. And you see my cantaloupe is in there. But yeah, let me show you also, these are the sheer curtains. So those are the sheer curtains. So I don't know if it makes sense to you, but in my head, I didn't want to look at all the stuff on the bookcase all the time. Let me move this. So what I did is I just found these cheapy $6 or $7 sheer curtains from Walmart, and it came with the 2-panel. I always make sure I buy curtains that come with 2 panels because who's going to only be using 1 panel? So I just wanted to close that up sometimes, but still I wanted to be able to see through it and not have like a solid wall there, so it would make my van look too small. So you can still see through it. You know, you can see the stuff kind of through it, but not so much that you kind of see the junkification of it all. Yes, I just made that word up. Sorry for my head in the shot. Anyway, so I wanted something there because I had leftover black curtain I could have used, but I did not want a black, because my black curtains are room darkening curtains. I did not want a black wall right here because I feel like it would make, because my bed is right here. So I feel like it would be just this wall next to my bed. It would feel dark. It would feel very small. So I just wanted just enough sheerness to it, you know? And now that I think about it, I probably would have been okay with white there, but I just felt like once I get back to the West Coast with all the dust and stuff from the desert, that the white would get dirty. Otherwise, I would be okay with white there, because this red is really not as bright as it's coming off on camera. It's almost like a deep burgundy, which is not really my red. I don't like a deep burgundy red. I like more of a cherry red or a brick red, a light brick red, a bright brick red. I don't prefer the that kind of red. Anyway, hopefully all that came across on camera. Hopefully you heard all that. So that's what I've got going on. Let me go back and see. So Victoria said the abalone shell is a Native American traditional vessel for burning sage. That's so awesome. Thank you so much again. Really like the red screen and curtain, but the art make you unique. Oh, thank you, LA. Um, yeah, I can show you. I have so much artwork here. Like this is one of my dream catchers that was made for me by a Facebook friend who I've never met in person. We've only been friends on Facebook, and I think she does watch the channel too. But I think I don't know if she makes these for a living or not, but she really should. But this is one of the two dream catchers she made me. The other one is on the door, hanging on the door on the outside. This was burned into wood for me. So I try and keep little gifts like this. You know, the smaller the better, because I want to be able to hang up everything that I get. So once I get back to the West Coast and you guys start sending me stuff to the Arizona address, just remember to keep things small because the smaller it is, the more likely I'm able to put it up and not have to pass it on as a gift to someone else. So the smaller the better if you kind of one of those crafty people that makes things, make what you normally would make in a teeny weeny version. Because I really do want to start putting up all my little gifts. Did you get the speaker working correctly? Oh, yes, LA Gunn, who's on. I want to thank her for her Banner family contribution gift. So, and I'm not trying to put LA on blast, but sis, this speaker is not cheap, so I greatly appreciate this. Okay, so she came to the campsite where me, Miss T, and Brother Tom were camped at, because she's also going to be camping there at the end of this month, and I really wish I could come camp with you guys, but I will not be here in the area. Anyway, she said, I have something for you. Now, y'all know my van does not have a radio. It came with no radio. All I have is a big ass hole where the radio should be. Hopefully my video doesn't get dinged for saying that word. Anywho, she said, I'm giving you this speaker, and it's a Bluetooth speaker. And I thought, okay, cool. I already had a Bluetooth speaker, so I'm like, all right, cool, thanks. No, I didn't say it like that. I was like, thank you so much, because for real, my Bluetooth speaker is janky. It was a $20 one, whatever. But a couple of days later, I looked at the price of these things, and I don't know how much you pay for this, but this is not a cheap speaker, and I greatly appreciate it. It's a UE Bluetooth speaker. So if you look it up, you can find one. So anyway, the other day while in Maine, my speaker stopped working, or so I thought. And I was like, my speaker doesn't work anymore. And it's perfect because it sits in the cup holder. In my little doghouse area has a cup holder, 2 cup holders. So I sit this in the cup holder and it's perfect. It's like right by my face. So all of a sudden the sound was way down. And I was like, the volume is turned up all the way on my cell phone. Why is my music not coming on? So anywho, apparently these are plus and minus buttons. I didn't get no booklet with the speaker. She just handed me the speaker. So I had to go online for UE speaker and get the user guide. I didn't realize that this was a plus and a minus. This is for the volume. Oh my gosh. Apparently when I was holding this one day to plug in the charge port, because this is where you charge it, you lift this little thing up and there's a charge port here to put the USB charger in. So while I was holding it one day, I was apparently squeezing the volume down button and did not even know it. So yeah, once I figured out that it had a plus button, I turned that, I can't say the B word, I turned that B all the way up because it gets louder than I originally thought. So yeah, this is a good speaker. Apparently if you buy more than one, there's an app that lets you connect all the speakers. I don't need the app to use it, Miss LA. You don't need the app to use just one speaker, but if you want to connect all the speakers so that they all run off of one device and play the same music, then you can do that. Right, I thought this was the design on the front too, Teresa. See what I'm saying? We here because I wasn't thinking that was no plus and minus buttons because it don't look like no buttons. It's just flat. I thought it was just a design. There's no bumpation, no bump outness at all. Who would have thought that these are buttons? They don't even make no sound when you click them. It's just a very light press down. Okay, teeny bit of sound, like barely any sound, like really. Anyway, the power button's here. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna actually, I don't think I have any music on this. I'm gonna turn the Bluetooth on my hold on. I'm gonna turn the Bluetooth on my tablet, and let's see. I have it searching for devices. It's not finding it. There it goes. No, that's not it. Search for devices. I just want y'all to hear how loud this is. Okay, maybe this is it. Okay, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Okay. All right, it's not finding this device. I don't know why. Oh, I gotta turn the Bluetooth on here. My bad. There's a little button I forgot. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, it went away. I really want y'all to see this. Why is it not finding it? No, I legit want y'all to hear this though. Hold on. Oh, we're gonna do this. Hold on. Give me 2 more seconds. Just give me 2 more seconds. Come on. All right, it doesn't want to act right with the tablet. It automatically goes to my cell phone. I don't want to waste too much time. Anyway, yeah, I will rename the device. You're right. I keep saying I'm gonna do that. Does the speaker have a mic on it? It does not have a mic on it. No. Leave me alone, Annie, about my words. I'm one of those people that make up words. Maybe it's an East Coast thing. Because I notice sometimes when I watch like when I watch Braxton Family Values, I feel like I can completely blend into that family, the way that they make up words and just bust out singing any given moment. Even though I can't carry a tune, I definitely could fit into the Braxton family as far as all my stuff. All right, so this doesn't want to cooperate, so it's okay. All right, let me go back and check for Maggie. Starting to feel better. Was outside cleaning my van due to family. Oh no, mice moved in the van. Ew, yucky. But if I didn't drink enough water, 90. Yeah, you have to drink plenty of water, Maggie. Leave me alone about my words. All right. And Alice Green wants to know who's cooking. I ain't cooking jack. Hi, Audrey from England, from across the pond. Our sister from across the pond. Hello. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on, why this is not Bluetoothing. It's kind of effed up, but it is what it is. It made some weird noise, but yeah, I don't understand what's going on, why this is not Bluetoothing. It came on. Oh, it went away. It came on for like 2 seconds. Did you guys hear that? I don't know if you guys heard it, but it was me from the video talking. Weird. Did you guys hear it? No? Missed it. It's still not doing it. It's really strange. Okay, I'm just gonna turn the power off on that. All right. So, it's really loud. It's a really loud speaker. It's awesome speaker. Like I said, I do not have a radio in the car, so I Bluetooth listen to everything that I can. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a really cool speaker. So thank you, LA Gun, for my speaker. That's my radio now. I have a cigarette lighter in the front that I put and I have a double charger. I have a double USB charger that came with my walkie-talkies. So the walkie-talkies that I bought has 2 USB. It's one. Here, let me just show you. tearing everything up. All right, so it's one, this port, but then it's two of these. It came with the walkie-talkies. So two of the micro thingies. So one goes into my speaker, one goes into my cell phone. This goes into the cigarette lighter port thing, charger thing. And that way I don't have to worry about anything getting worn down. So it's really awesome. All right, let's turn my live back on here. What mobile hotspot do you have and have I found to be the best? Ooh, Caravan Life. You're asking a question that I can't answer because I'm currently in the process of using, really, dude, he hears me on my video. He hears me on my video. He really does. Just ridiculousness. Let me go put the window up. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Let me put my window up. I have my driver's window down. Don't do this stuff at all. Oh my. I've got super chats. More than one. Oh my. All right, let me answer this question first. So Caravan Life. I can't answer your question because I am in the process of using to review a mobile hotspot that you guys will be able to purchase for your very own using my coupon code. So, can't answer that question just yet. Let's see. Now, let me go back because I think I had more than one super chat and I did not even acknowledge it. Where did it go? Oh no, the super chat is gone. Shooty, shoot, shoot, shoot. All right, let me go back. There's a $2 super chat from entrepreneur Cassidy. I don't even know how to say that. There was another super chat. And let me go back and find it. Hold on. Scrolling. Ah, there it is. LA Gun, $1.99. Thank you, ladies, so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. He knew I was on my video. All this time I've been talking in this van, he knew I was on my video. It make no sense whatsoever. Kimmy says I just mowed my back lawn jungle. It was horrible, wet, skeeters, biting, clogging up mower, and humid. Just yet cannot wait to be free of these chores. Yes. I never had a lawn that I had to mow anyway. I've never lived in a house with a lawn. The most I had was a little patch in the front of the townhouse I rented. Maggie Smith wants to know, am I doing any more journal videos soon? Journal videos? Oh, making journals? No. Probably not. And the reason being is, what do I do with them after I make them? Because I don't want to have a bunch of stuff in the van. So I'm going to start back making my tags again, but then I can start mailing them to you guys when I get back to the West Coast, where I have my actual my box, my mailing address box. I'll be able to mail tags out to you guys. So I'll start collecting addresses soon. I'll do it by last name, like maybe A through C. Send me your, mailing address, and I'll try and get through as many of those as I can, or something. I don't know, maybe I'll just do a random drawing or something and send tags to people. So, can I control the volume and music from your phone, LA Gun? Yes, you can control the volume and the music from my phone, but if this volume is turned all the way down on this speaker, the max volume on your phone still won't max out this speaker. You got to make sure the max is turned out on this speaker first, then turn the max on your cell phone, because that makes it even louder. So yes, you can. I'm just kind of going back and seeing. No, I answered the question about the mic on the speaker. No, there's no mic on the speaker. I'm going back and make sure I didn't miss any questions. Audrey says she caught the Freaky Friday. Yes, Freaky Friday, you got to be there or you don't get it. We don't talk. What happens on Freaky Friday stays on Freaky Friday. We don't talk about it nowhere else. That's why you can't find that video nowhere. I have that video on private. I can watch it if I want to and see what a fool I made of myself. But nah, we don't do that. Hey, Kathy's RV Life. Fruit diet is going well. However, I did eat some sardines and crackers twice, so I'm kind of only 98% fruit diet, and the rest is kind of whatever I want, sort of thing. The most spot I touched on. I think that was it. Caravan Life said, Crystal, it's a shame you gotta sit on something that nice. Wait, what? Sticking it in the camera. Oh, my butt. Was my butt in the camera? My bad. Sorry, y'all. I didn't realize. No, I don't think I have a nice butt, but I appreciate it. Thank you. You're so very kind. Victoria's answering Kylie's question. LA Gunn says she's learning how to work her speaker too. Okay, Kimmy says, how do you stay cool? One of my biggest fears more than staying warm. So mine is the opposite. I don't worry about staying cool because I prefer the heat. So mine is very much the opposite. Right now I've been using this little battery operated fan because it only takes 2D batteries. But the big brother to that fan is down here on the floor, but it takes 8D batteries. Brother Tom is lurking outside my door. He thinks I can't see him. But clearly I can see him. Huh? With your dirty hands. What are you doing? Don't come in here with those dirty hands.
I ain't coming in there.
Don't touch nothing.
Off on the curb.
Oh, on the curb. I thought
you're leaking water too, by the way.
How am I leaking water?
I don't know.
Oh, it must be that water bottle must have cracked. Maybe that water bottle cracked. There's a water bottle in that door. It's probably cracked. Well, just a regular water bottle. All right, no, yeah, don't open the door with your dirty hands. Anyway, so yeah, this is enough for me, or else I go to a library or I go walk around a mall, mostly the library though. Oh, please, you guys. No, we are not. We didn't get any storm weather. Apparently, Monday and Tuesday, we're still supposed to get some rain, but no. Ear hustling. When you travel to the desert areas out west, how is that like? Asking for myself when I start van life. The desert, I love the desert. Love the desert. LA Gun, I agree with you about the Ryobi fan. However, I don't have Ryobi fan money. So if I had the money, I would definitely get a Ryobi fan, and I would get three of the battery pack things to recharge. But I don't have that kind of money. They're a little bit expensive for my budget. But most definitely, if you can afford the Ryobi fan, get it. Traveling out west in the desert is great, except it's just dusty. I mean, you're gonna get dust everywhere. Dust is gonna be everywhere inside your van. It's gonna be on every surface. It's gonna be everywhere. But the weather is very, very mild. The winter is very mild. You get some cold nights, but I'm telling you, a couple layers of blankets, a sleeping bag, dress in your wool, whatever socks and stuff, and you'll be fine. Because it warms back up in the day. Some days in January and February mornings, after the initial cool of the morning wore off, I would start out with heavy clothes on, and then we'd be stripping. So by the time noon rolls around, it's sometimes like 70, 72 degrees in January and February. So yeah. What else? Where am I now? Says MacD. Hi, MacD. I am in Maryland. I did use the bags for shoes, Victoria, and I don't need all of them. I only needed a couple of them because my tennis shoes and my ballerina flats, which I tend to not wear very often, I just put those in the bags. I usually end up wearing my flip-flops all the time, which is why I like being on the West Coast, because I don't have to worry about having shoes on. Bye, Miss Harris. Where am I now? I answered that question. Oh, hey, Jack. How are you? You get to get hidden from this channel. Goodbye. Kimmy said, I forgot about battery operated fans because I don't have a lot of money. Many of the vids I see have solar systems and all that jazz. So I don't have solar, but I do have batteries that run off my alternator. I have a switch under my hood, which I started putting the power video together. It's definitely going to have to be in series because it is way too much footage to put in one video. So I'm putting it in about 10-minute videos, like 3 10-minute videos or so. Maybe 4 or 5, I don't know yet. But I just did the first video. You'll probably get it on Tuesday or Thursday. So the power setup is just small batteries, and there's a switch under the hood that turns on when the car is running to charge those batteries in the back. And then when I'm parked like now, it turns off so that it doesn't drain my starter battery, and I only use my back batteries. And it's called a, I don't know. What's it called? A solenoid switch? No. Maybe that's right. I don't know what's called. But yeah, if you just want to have battery operated fans, you can definitely get those. I think this 2D battery operated fan that I got at Walmart, I want to say maybe 10 or 12 bucks for the fan, and then however much you buy that batteries for on a regular basis. But I tell you, these D batteries that have been running all day, the day before yesterday, and today, this fan has been off only a couple of times in those 3 days. These are still the same D batteries in there. So for 3 days almost straight, it's been running. I can tell they're dying a little bit because it's on high and I'm not getting much. I'm getting almost high right now, feels like low, but it's enough because it's not super hot out right now. It's just enough to keep a little bit of muggy off me. Dust. Any help for reducing or eliminating dust? No. In the desert, it's a desert. It's a desert. So when the wind blows, the dust comes. I mean, there's no eliminating dust. You want to put screens on doors and windows that you have open because you do want to keep them open during the day because it's hot. But put screens as much as you can. That's all you really can do. And even that doesn't help 100%. You might eliminate 10 or 15% of the dust, but you're going to have dust out in the desert. You just are. Oh, is Miss M still on or did she leave? Miss M, can you put the podcast up for the book club? It's the book club. If you just go to crystalvanner.com, everything is there. You don't actually need a link. Just go to crystalvanner.com. What else? I think that was it. Oh, did the video freeze? I'm still seeing. Hold on. I'm still looking at it on my tablet. It doesn't look frozen to me on my end. No, my video didn't freeze on the tablet. Maybe it's just you. Any thoughts of a Canadian visit? Remember, guys, emoji, then all caps for your questions. I don't have a passport, so therefore I cannot leave the United States. Once I have a passport, I really want to go to Canada, and I really want to go to South America because I have a van-dwelling brother who is in South America for the next 3 years, so I definitely want to go see him. I'm hoping this time next year to be in South America for the winter. So I'm hoping this time next year to be in South America for the winter. Yes, Miss Victoria, I will be passing some of the things along for gifts that I don't need or know that I just won't use. Yes, I will be passing those along. Hi, Annie. No, I probably won't be heading back to the that food place. I probably won't be heading back there. I did not delete Victoria's comment. Jazz, why did you delete Victoria's comment? I don't know why she did that. Yeah, that comment was fine. Victoria is definitely okay to be on, so let's definitely leave Victoria's comments alone. Caravan Life. Crystal, do you have any personal protection? I don't have a gun. I do have a couple of knives, hunting type knives. Yeah, it might have been accidental. I was trying to see if there was a comment before or after hers that maybe she mistakenly touched, but I don't see any comments at all. MW wants me to know that cardinal was the state bird in North Carolina before it was in Virginia. Whatever. Whatever. Anyway. No. It doesn't matter. I'm from Virginia. Jazz is saying sorry. Left hand, forgive me. Your left hand. Okay. I don't get it, but okay. Oh wow, Teresa's saying she thinks that right now is a good time to get the passport because they're just around the $100 mark, but in a couple more years they may be up to $200 or $300. Wow. You're good, Jazz. We know it was an accident. Kathy's RV says I want to buy solar. Should I buy them on Amazon or wait until I get to the RTR? I personally think that you should buy them on Amazon. Buy the Renogy kit, and because they are expensive in Quartzsite, their prices in Quartzsite are 2 to 3 times more because they know people come there and get them put on by the guys there in Quartzsite. So I would say buy the Renogy kits on Amazon and then maybe see if the guys will put it on for you. Sometimes at RTR there are guys who will do that work for you for free because you can't exchange money on BLM land. You can't do that legally. So you might find somebody to be able to put it on for you for free. I personally, as I've always stated, will never be putting any solar on the top of my vehicle because I don't want to have to park in the sun. So at some point I'll be getting the $250 Renogy suitcase kit or whatever thing, or one of the thin flexible panels. It's 150 watt, and making my own hollow aluminum frame for it to sit it outside with a long 50 to 100-foot cable to go from my batteries to the outside. I don't want to have to park in the sun to charge up panels. And I know people say, oh, but when you're driving, they'll charge. So fine. Maybe I'll put a thin 50 watt flexible solar panel on the roof to charge my batteries when I drive. But I don't want to have to park in the sun. Kimmy said, I sent you a little token of appreciation for your vids. Thank you so much for helping us out. Oh, thank you, Kimmy. I appreciate that. We're still talking about passports. Some they're $100, but they're good for 10 years. I will definitely be getting mine. Let's see. Kathy says cheap RV live in Bob's site has excellent info on solar. Victoria's telling Kathy that. Yes, if you want to get more info on the solar, you can definitely go there. Even if you just go to his website, he has a link for the kits there. He gets a little kickback from it like we all do when we have the Amazon stores. So yeah. Oh, that's so sweet, MW. That's so sweet. That would be definitely a huge gift for me if you guys did that, but I'm not asking for that. That's something I'll do later. It's no big deal. Crystal Smith said you can damage your solar if you park in the shade too long if they are connected to the battery system. Yeah, if you jump off the video, hey, Victoria Blanche, another Victoria. Yeah, if you jump off the video and jump back on, somebody just post that in caps real quick so those who don't have sound can read it at least. Because some people are saying their video stopped. It's not stopped on my tablet. It's not stopped on most everybody else's device. So it could just be the connection where you are. My back is killing me. I definitely need to go to the gym tomorrow and get a hydro bed massage. Okay, we've been on for almost our hour, and I know the sound is low. A lot of people have said that. I can go back to putting the headphones on if that helps. I will definitely do that for you guys because I love you so much. Not that I need the actual earbuds in my ear, but the mic is built in. So here, let me put the earbuds on. You guys tell me how that sound is. Hopefully this sound is better. 1, 2, 3. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3. Is this sound better? Mic check. Mic check. Better, 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 not better. Some say way better. Some says it sounds fine. Thumbs up. Okay, so from now on, I guess I'll just be using some people saying the same. Villani says it's the same. I didn't think it would be that much different either, but for some people, I guess, depending on what you're listening to me on, it's better, which is really strange, but okay. Sounds the same, no problem. Sounds the same. Some people saying the same. For the most part, everybody says it sounds the same. I just have this in my ears now. Okay, well, anyway. Anyway, I put it on, so if it sounds better to some of you, then hopefully it sounds better to some. But I figured it would sound about the same myself, but I'm definitely going to be getting a new microphone. So, matter of fact, let me get on Amazon right now and look for a microphone while I am on with you guys, and I'll see what microphone is going to work. I really enjoyed having this power. If you're starting out and you want a mic, this was a good mic. I think it might just be the way I was folding the mic and putting it away, but this power D-wise turned out to be a good microphone. So anyway, I'll look for a microphone. All right, those that have to leave, I understand. Thank you. Go ahead and go. I need a lapel mic. I thought I had one in my store. Lapel microphone. Don't bother. Sounds good. Kathy RV Life. Missing put up a link. I don't know what that link was for. How much do you save monthly living this way? That depends on what you mean by saving monthly. Were I working my full-time job, I'd be saving a lot of money. Because I'm not, and I'm living on a very, 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 very slim down income, I'm not really saving anything. So that just depends. It's going to depend on you. It's going to depend on how much money you have bringing in. Because really my biggest bill is gas. I eat the same amount of food. Actually, I eat less. So my food bill hasn't gone up. Car insurance is exactly the same. I don't pay anything for rent or a mortgage. So, if you're paying $1,500 a month in rent, that's how much you would save if you were working the same job while living this lifestyle. So it just depends on you. It's just going to depend on you. Goodbye, G Virtual Office. So here is a mic. Lapel podcast iMicrophone. Nope. So this is the one I bought. So the one I bought before is only like $10. So anyway. Maggie says the blessing is being able to live on and with less. Saving extra money would be nice, but it's awesome to be able to live with less. You're right. Sometimes you can save extra money if you go back to working your full-time job or the job you were working before you decided to live the lifestyle. Then yeah, you could definitely save some money. Okay, here's a nice mic, and it's only $23. I'm going to put that in my, excuse me, store. Oh, this one's kind of the same. Noise canceling clip-on speaker mic for cell phone podcasting with a little fuzzy thing on it for the what do you call it? The dead cat thing. The dead cat thing they put on the microphones. Hey, emojis followed by the question. Thank you, P. Sean. Am I all set to start my DoorDash job? Yes. So I haven't dashed yet, but everything is set up. I tried to put my bank account in, and for some reason it didn't process, so I have to go back and do that. But I'm ready to do DoorDash. However, I don't like DoorDash. I'm going to tell you why. Unlike Postmates, DoorDash really constricts you to an area, and that's it. When I travel, I cannot DoorDash. I have to check in with someone in that area via DoorDash company or finding a local whatever and let them know I'm in the area to dash. I'm not doing that if I'm only going to be there for 2 days. However, with Postmates, it's different. So I'm still going to try and go back and do Postmates even though they rejected me. I think it was just a matter of when they did the background check, they saw that I relinquished my Virginia license, but they did not go further to see that I have a current Arizona license, which makes no sense to me. So in about a month, I'm going to try and redo my Postmates, because Postmates, I can just open up the app, see what's available, pick it up. DoorDash, you have to put in a schedule, you have to be in that area. Like right now, it will only let me do the Virginia, DC, Maryland area, and that's it. It doesn't show me anything else for the rest. I can't go to North Carolina. I couldn't do any dashing when I was up, in Maine. Like I couldn't do anything. It only shows me that area, which I think is stupid, but every job is different, I guess, right? Um, Kimmy wants to know how much do I need every month approximately. So, I could definitely, to be able to save about $200 a month every month and live, I could work with $1,200 a month. I could definitely work with $1,200 a month. To start saving I would save two to probably $400 a month towards any upcoming emergencies, like an emergency fund, if they call it, when you do that whole who's that guy, the money envelope guy or whatever. Anyway, he calls it an emergency fund. So yeah, it would be nice to be able to save between $200 and $400 a month for an emergency fund / travel fund when I'm not working. But yeah, so when I get back to the West Coast, I do plan on getting a part-time job, a real sticks and bricks part-time job, which is unfortunate because I don't want to be tied down to sticks and bricks again, but I got to do what I got to do. And I'm probably only going to work it for 3 months. I'll work it for November. Well, I'll get there in October, the end of October. So it'll be November, December, and then March. I will be taking January off because when I go to the RTR, I pretty much, the whole month of January is pretty much shot because you got like 2.5 weeks for RTR, basically, in women's RTR, which I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to women's RTR yet. Kimberly says, okay, so it's all entrepreneurial now. Yes, so all of the work that I do right now is pretty much entrepreneurial work. Yes, and Maggie just broke down my whole entire life. Dang, Maggie. She all up in my business. She know it all. Yeah. Dave Ramsey. Yep, the Dave Ramsey situation. Yes, Maggie, I do still have a t-shirt store, not accessories. I don't have any earrings anymore. I will be going back. The reason I don't have any earrings anymore is I didn't have a consistent way to mail stuff out and get my wholesale merchandise in. Some of that wholesale earring merchandise comes from China. And if you ever order anything from wish.com or on Amazon that comes from China, it can take 2 weeks or it can take 4 months. So I didn't want anything coming and I wasn't going to be here. So when I go back to the West Coast and have my Arizona address, which is shared in some of my older videos from last year, same address, I know that I'll be there the entire winter and beginning of spring. So I have plenty of time to have wholesale merchandise come to me because I check that box at least once a week, if not twice a week, depending on where I am on the West Coast. But usually once a week, I go back and check my box. So I'll know I can have my earrings that I sell, my earrings like, these earrings and other earrings that I'll be selling, the wood earrings. Those will be back in the shop probably I'm hoping by the end of November, so that hoping to have some of them in the shop by the end of November. That way I can start sending out because people want to buy them for the holidays. But I have my Teespring store, not my Etsy store. So I've got to figure out where I'm going to be selling my earrings because Etsy upped their fees and I'm not making enough on Etsy to pay those fees. Caravan Life says, literally weekends from starting the van life with my wife and my adult daughter. We have 2 Dodge Caravans that we are starting the life with. They are almost done and ready to go. Oh, that's so exciting. Kimmy says, sorry to pester you with budget include car pay. I don't have a car payment. My vehicle's paid for, and my car insurance is about $61 a month for just liability. I do not have full coverage on my van. So yes, I could live on $1,200 a month. Maggie says, I just binge watch my favorite YouTubes and the cram knowledge. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much, Maggie. Deborah says, Crystal, I have my volume all the way up. My iMac and can still barely hear you. I'm so sorry. I can't yell because I'm on the side of the street and that's just weird. Maybe try and put headphones on. I'm sorry. How is the weather in Arizona in the winter and the spring? So, from what I can remember, the daytime can be up to like 70, 72, and there are nights in the winter where it got down to like 35, 40, but not bitterly cold. I don't remember, but maybe one or two nights where it was super bitterly cold, and I was just like, I can't take it. Those nights, you just put on your buddy heater or your propane cooktop or whatever. I do think I'm going to end up getting a small buddy heater because this van is bigger, and I don't think that cooktop by itself is going to heat like it did for the minivan. So, yeah. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to get that little buddy heater back again, which I was okay with giving mine away at the so we had a group called Wilderness Works. If you want to find them online, I think it's wildernessworks.org. They are based in Atlanta, Georgia, and they help underprivileged and youth, mostly predominantly black and brown youth, do different camping trips and hiking trips and stuff like that. So a group of them came out to RTR and camped with us. And I've been following them on Instagram ever since, and I really wanted to see them when I go back to Atlanta. I'm hoping to see them this weekend when I go back to Atlanta, but I'm hoping they come back to RTR as well. Anyway, one of them was camping in a tent at RTR. We're talking the middle of January. So if you're chilly in a car, you're going to be cold in a tent. So I gave him my little buddy heater and told him to just keep it. So yeah. Leaning forward like that helps a lot. That's weird because I haven't changed the headphones. My volume's not coming from the cell phone. The headphones are plugged in. So that shouldn't help. I'm just talking a little louder for those that say they can't hear me. That's all. It had nothing to do with me leaning forward. Maggie says, oh, they're having a conversation. Never mind. You guys are having separate conversations. Tracy says, do you try to do something special in every state you travel to before placing a sticker? Yes, not something special, but actually do something besides sleep overnight or besides driving through. So even if it means going grocery shopping, going to a movie, going to meet someone, a Vanner family member, or, random casino, you go in there and get your little free player's card, something. Yes, I try and do an activity of some sort, doing laundry, anything, before I put the sticker up. Yes, I have to do an activity. Deborah saying just as soon as I leaned forward, she could hear me better. That's because I started talking loud when I leaned forward because people kept saying they still couldn't hear me. It just happened to coincide with me leaning forward. Me leaning forward doesn't really matter. Sound the same, but is good. Kimberly says, what's your favorite new state? Arizona. Definitely Arizona. Arizona's home for me now as far as the West Coast goes. So Kimmy and Caravan Life are carrying on a conversation. Maggie wants to know what would be my dream trip? My dream trip would be to go on a Caribbean cruise. I have never been on a cruise in my life, and I want to go on a cruise so bad. I also lean forward because the light is better, because the light is way over there. I'm going to actually move the light bulb. It is a movable light bulb, LED light bulb, that's on a this is my light. It's an LED light bulb that is on a wire that is hooked into my inverter. So I'm just going to move my light because it's getting darker outside. Not dark, but darker. It's not night yet, not dark yet. But I also moved forward because the light was hanging on a hook way further in the back. Now I've moved it closer to a hook in the front because I normally don't film from this chair, but my back was hurting. And I wanted to sit in this chair that has the girl pillow. And then I was putting Miss Victoria's pillow behind me because my back is really hurting a lot. The street that I'm currently parked on is I'm leaning at night, because when you park on the street, your passenger side is in the gutter part. The curb part is sloped. Every street is sloped towards the curb, so when it rains, stuff can go into the gutter, go along the curb and into the gutter. So when your bed is on your driver's side and you're parked on the street and the passenger side is low, you feel like you're gonna roll out of bed. So I have my 2 bed pillows, which I was no longer using as bed pillows anymore. I have them under my mattress on the edge side to lift the bed up on that side and roll me to the wall or to the windows, because I'd rather roll to the windows when I turn in bed than roll out of bed or to the floor. All right. I'm not still in Maine. MW wants to know, when driving back west, do you come through Nashville, Tennessee? So I'm trying to hit the other states that I've never gone through. So I'll be going through the middle of the country. So no, I will not be getting Nashville, Tennessee at all. Deborah, I am not still in Maine. I've been back from Maine since Tuesday morning, or Tuesday mid-morning. I am in Maryland right now. Just over the bridge from Virginia. I'm not too far into Maryland. I'm about 20 minutes from Virginia. Well, maybe 30. Maggie says her uncle and his family go on tons of cruises. They really enjoy it. I'll go with you. I just think it would be awesome to do a cruise, because just so awesome. All you can eat food and activities, no matter what time you wake up in the middle of the night, there's something going on. Like, I just love that. I could be a night owl for real. LA Gun says, or crazy Banner family members and their brothers running up on your campsite. What is my skin regimen? Jay Harris wants to know. I wash with the Ivory the Ivory bar soap, and it has to be the bar, not the liquid, according to my dermatologist from years ago. The Ivory sensitive skin bar soap for my face. That's the only soap. Remember back when I was boycotting, wait, is it Ivory? No, sorry, it's Dove. You're right. I was right. The Dove bar soap, not Ivory. Hold on, let me double check. I have a bar that's not open. I think it is Dove though. Hold on, let me pull out this. Yep, it's Dove. Okay, so I'm not getting into why I was going to boycott Dove. I'm not getting into that. Anyway, I was going to boycott Dove at one point, and so I stopped using it, and my face broke out so bad for like a month and a half. So this is the one you have to get. It's the sensitive skin. It has to be this, and it has to be the bar, not the liquid. The liquid does not have the same ingredients as the bar. It must be the bar, and it must be the sensitive skin. It's the only thing I use on my face, and I buy them in 2-packs or 4-packs, depending on my budget. I have bought a single bar before if I was really broke and needed soap, but for the most part, it's always the 2-pack or the 4-pack. And I honestly don't really moisturize, but sometimes, right, Maggie, that soap is not cheap. You are so right. It's not cheap soap, considering how some bar soaps can be like $1 something. That soap is not cheap. So I only use it on my face. So on my body, I use Dr. Bronner's either the peppermint or the lavender soap on my body. So from the neck down, I'll use Dr. Bronner's soap. But yes, I do know that I need a passport for a cruise, which is another reason why I haven't been on a cruise. Because I don't have a passport. But yeah, but from the chin up, I use the Dove. And I really don't moisturize like I should. I really should be using some oil-free moisturizer, because I have combination skin, which is starting to lean more towards dry skin as I get older. I've always had oily skin, and then I started getting combination skin in my 30s, and now I'm leaning a little bit more towards sort of dry, more closer to the dry side combination skin. As I get older, I guess my skin's drying up, but I should moisturize. But usually when I moisturize, I just use an all-natural, unfragranced lotion, like Burt's Bees body lotion, the one that is has no scent to it. I'll use that as face moisturizer, and it works just fine for me. I've never had a real bad issue with that. Sandra, I do not have solar. So I can't give you the wattage because I don't have solar. LA Gun says, give me a ring on that dream vacay. I don't know what you mean. Someone says you can cruise from Maryland while you're still here. I had thought about many times over the years, well, last few years, since I'm from this area. Maryland has a cruise to nowhere where you basically just go out on the ocean and you come back. It's like a 3-day cruise and it's really cheap, like from $150 to $250, like super duper cheap. And it's a 3-day cruise. So you get to do all the amenities on the ship, but you don't go anywhere. It's called Cruise to Nowhere. And I don't remember which cruise company does it, but if you're on the East Coast and if you're near Maryland, you might want to just Google it, Maryland Cruise to Nowhere, and I'm sure it'll pop up. But they were really cheap. I even found one time that was like $75, but I didn't want to go by myself, and I couldn't find anybody who wanted to do that with me, so I just kind of didn't go. That's unfortunate. I should have just went by myself. Caravan Life says, oh, there you are having a conversation. I still think with somebody else. That's not a question for me. Remember, Caravan Life, I appreciate you doing caps, but if those aren't questions for me, can you take your caps off, please? If you're just having random comments, the caps are for me. Unless you have a broken caps lock button like I know somebody did at one time. But keep the caps for questions for me because it draws my attention. I don't want my attention drawn to kind of back conversations. That was for me because it's not a question. It's just a comment. I'll read it. It says, Caravan Life. My family and I are sick to death of societal living standards and want to try something new. I agree. Jay Harris says, my skin is very clear and healthy looking. Thank you so much. It's still trying to get back from that couple of months where I wasn't using. I still am having some breakouts. And I've been dealing with some mosquito bites on my face too, which sucks. LA Gun says, oh, well, I can't help you until you have a passport. Give me a call in 2019. I like busting caps in the chats. Oh, okay. That doesn't really work for my Q&A, but okay. LA Gun says, oh, well, can't help until you have a passport. So are you a travel agent? Is that why you're asking me that? Give you a call in 2019 when I go to U.S. Virgin Islands. No, I probably won't be ready in 2019 because I'll be still on the West Coast. I don't know if I have a passport by early next year. It'll probably definitely be winter of next year, so a full year from now, probably a little over a year when I have a passport. All right, that's our hour. Our hour has been up 15 minutes ago, so I try and keep the Q&A to an hour if I can, because we tend to have a whole redundancy of questions, and that way when people want to come back and watch it, they don't have so much to watch through. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for asking all the great questions. And don't forget to go to crystalvanner.com to see when the next scheduled live video is. Scheduled. I say scheduled because sometimes I'm just bored and I just randomly jump on. So, if you happen to catch me on a live that's not scheduled, that's good. If you don't, it's no big deal. But check crystalvanner.com for the scheduled live videos. Also, check the calendar for October and you will see the stops that I'm going to be making. The first stop is October the 5th in Ranson, West Virginia at the Hollywood Casino at 7 p.m. I believe that's a Friday night. I'm not sure. But I'm stopping in a few different states along the Midwest area. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Mwah! Also, don't forget patreon.com. We have lots of fun over there throughout the week. Go get your Patreon on. Love you guys.